Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Peace and blessings, man. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. I hope all is well with you. God is good even when we don't really deserve it. Grateful to be here with y'all again, man. Shout outs to my poets, writers, and content creators. Salutes to everybody that is watching from wherever you are. Chef G14 Classified, I see you in the building, sir. We're gonna chop it up for a few. You see the title. Been down this road before, but I wanna go back a little bit just because I feel like everybody is consistently speaking on this subject, and I'm not really sure people really understand what is happening here. So this is what I want to do. I got something I'm going to play, and then we're gonna chop it up. All right. Let me bring this up on the big screen real quick. I'm gonna fade to the back. Hold up. I think it's time for us to finally nip this in the bud if we possibly can. So tap in. So I wanted to do a quick recap before we even got into this conversation, because I feel like there are some things that need to be addressed, and it's going to take some time to kind of go through this. So for those of you who are watching right now, I want you to take a close look at what I am about to present to you. In all honesty, I wish things could have been handled a little more professional. Unfortunately, this is the business that you sign up for whenever you come into a level of success like the individuals in this particular clip. Everybody is catching strays. Pop culture Mika, Anton's wife. You got Christina Payne involved. Corey trying to vindicate himself from allegations. Multiple platforms have been talking about this for weeks now. I think it's time for us to finally nip this in the bud if we possibly can. So tap in.
We going back right now. I'm with it. I bet you won't say that shit. We going back right now. I got money for all this. Whatever. I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about this shit.
No, it's not respect.
I ain't fault. Dolly, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now because we got to go out back to leaders. But I'm saying that this shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like
if you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just
let me tell you why this argument is so terrible. Anton Daniels married a black woman. I think his wife is attractive, okay? However, this is who he's pulling up with on the side. So, by his own logic, he married a dark-skinned black woman. But this is what Anton Daniels is saying about another woman who is not his wife.
And yes, I did have Mika with me, and she was looking gorgeous.
So this woman who's light-skinned looks good as F, but we don't see him hanging around somebody on the side that we can prove who is dark-skinned.
Like, this is stuff that could stop his bag. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these allegations, people take it lightly because, you know, it's in YouTube videos. It's all over the internet. It's a fun thing to talk about. Oh, yeah. But when you start misrepresenting facts, when you start saying on national TV that Corey punched that woman, when it's clear on video that he has an open hand and mushed her. He said in Chicago they call it a muff. You've already made a mistake right there by pointing that out. Then
times it can be hard and sad and difficult because Anton has a lot of different personalities, and so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with. Anton is very emotional. He doesn't communicate effectively. I don't think that he has killed anybody before. I think he's capable of it. I've seen him angry before. He's just like a totally different person when he's angry. He blacks out.
I mean, hey man,
Look, man. Here's the thing. For the last 2-3 weeks, hell, even longer than that, everybody is going back and forth about Corey Holcomb, Anton. It went from Corey to Anton to Kwame to Anton. The girls that Anton is dealing with, why he got a whole wife. It's a whole bunch of mess, man. And you know, everybody is speculating about whether or not Corey Holcomb assaulted this woman or he smushed her. He's trying to validate himself. Like, it's a whole lot of mess, man. And like, my only conclusion to all of it is, let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson to people who think that they can just get in front of the camera, have a personality, do all of these magnificent edits and cuts, go in on celebrities, speak on politics and religion. You can trash people. You can have all of these conversations with a multitude of different races on your page, on your channel. Build a audience and expect nothing less than what you are looking at. Why are we having a conversation about whether or not Corey Holcomb is innocent or guilty of putting his hands on a female? Why are we having a conversation about Anton Daniels being a legitimate media personality? Why are we even questioning? Why are you even in a position where your marriage is put on blast? This man has a whole wife, but you on your platform talking about how you have to be with different females when you fly out to different places. And why are these conversations? Why do so many people have so much access to your personal and private life? You're not telling everything, but you're giving away enough for folks to really be looking at you side-eyed like, man, what the hell is going on here? Is he really the type of person that you should be listening to? Is Corey Holcomb the type of person that you should be listening to? And like, this whole situation, it's not even, for me, it's not even about them per se. It's about who they represent, the type of characters that they carry with them on a daily basis. You got to understand, doing this shit every day is not easy. Some people have a team. Some people don't have. Some people are doing dolo. I do a dolo. You guys got a team. You've been in the game for years, and you've been pretty successful at it. How in the world, and I said this before, how do you manage to become so successful in life and then always find yourself right here having these type of problems? Nobody should know about your personal business, your daughter, Nobody should be having a conversation about you assaulting a woman. The conversation between you and Anton on your show shouldn't have went the way it went. This is something that I hate. Something that I hate about media. Because sometimes you don't know if it's staged. Sometimes you don't know if these people are reading off of a script, if they're being sincere with the things that they're speaking on. And it's frustrated. Like I would hate to be somebody who is lost and confused or going through something mentally. I turn on the TV or my app and I start to look at this particular person and I get attached to them and they lead me astray. That would literally blow my mind. And there's so many of them. So many. It's too many to count. They get up here. They embellish. They boast. They brag. They flex. They want to talk to you about communicating and breaking down context. They want to give you history lessons. They want to give you finance lessons. They want to give you advice on life. Whole time there's somebody waiting, and I said this before as well. There's always going to be somebody that is watching. They're not going to like the fact that you act self-righteous. They're not going to like the fact that you got more subscribers than them. They might even want to challenge to see how truthful you are, how transparent you are. They might want to see if you are who you say you are. They might even be just coming for your spot. They feel like they can do better than you. Then guess what? People get to digging and digging and digging and digging until they actually find something. And it don't even matter what it is, as long as it gives them enough leeway to go to social media to get some type of action on. All it takes, and it's a wrap. Now you be thinking, dang, y'all don't know better. You can't move smarter than that. Like, you would legitimately think people have learned from others' mistakes, learn from their own mistakes. There's some things that you shouldn't be doing. You should know how to move. You should know who should be in your business, who shouldn't, who to talk to, who not to talk to. By now, you should know how to protect your paper trail, whether there's one or not one. You should know how to maneuver on these social media speeds. Y'all been here longer than me.
Bang, 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 bang.
Years.
Bang.
10, 12, 20 years doing this. And still don't got no common sense. None. None of this should be happening. Why are there 18 different platforms talking about this? Both out of pocket. Both of you are out of pocket. Now I have a responsibility, a duty to the general public to provide them education. Now, if you want to mix entertainment within that, sure. Your dirty laundry should not be on air. The way Anton was talking, he talked like shit. Him and his wife, they swing. Or as if she's scared of him and he out here doing him when he traveled from place to place. If you've never watched a single episode, if you've never seen him converse, you wouldn't get it. And he brings God up so much. But nothing that he speaks on aligns with what he say he practiced. That clip that I played, that was his wife. There was another one that I wanted to bring up here. Matter of fact, I still could. I don't see the need. Pop Culture Mika was one of the women that's got thrown under the bus for being his side woman. Drama, nothing but drama, all of it, all of it. Now, if you want to move like that, okay, but don't get on your shows and your live streams and then start flexing for your panel or whoever to make a point when you're making yourself look dumb. You want to flex about how you get females and how you ain't around nothing but bad bitches and this, that, and the third. You got a whole wife at home. Allegedly, of course. Who knows the truth? But what's done in the dark will come to light. It never fails. The only reason I'm bringing this up this evening is because for the next couple weeks, probably the next couple months, that's all everybody's going to be talking about. Look at here. Y'all got too much money to be getting in bar fights, to lose your platforms, your families. What's the goal? What's the end goal? Is this all designed to get people to eat? Is this about putting money in everybody's pocket? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I watched the clip and Anton was saying this stuff was kind of like already pre-planned anyway, allegedly. And if that's the case, that's even cornier. So you mean tell me y'all did all of this and it wasn't even for real? And then on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, Anton is suing Corey Holcomb for emotional distress or some shit like that, because he says that, well, my daughter was traumatized. She got harassed at school and I had to take her out of school because of this. And come to find out, that's not even accurate. Or there's things that's happening there that don't even line up at all with what he's claiming. It's like all of it is like a circus. A fucking circus. It's either it's real and you're two grown ass adults who should have handled this off screen, right? Or it's fake and you're two grown ass adults that should know better than to play with your audience like that. the nigga Corey is selling t-shirts now. How the hell you gonna talk about this man's daughter? You got a case that you're trying to defend yourself from with putting your hands on. Look, let me tell you, you all right, you mushed her. I did a stream on that. You mushed her. But you still put your hands on her, bro. And on top of that, you walked up, entered into her space, and all of it is corny, bro. They our age. Anton like 36. Corey probably closer to our age. But they grown. He invites you to California to have a real conversation about some real stuff that's going on. You guys turned it into a shit show. So what was the plan? Oh, we're going to stage it like this. We're going to pretend like we really got animosity towards each other, but we don't really have animosity towards each other. And then it's going to have all the eyes on all the main media on us, and they're going to cover it, and they're going to talk about it, and it's going to put both of us in the algorithm more, and that's going to draw more traction to our platforms. Is that what I'm getting here? See, I don't want it that way. I don't care. I'm not sacrificing my loved ones. I'm not sacrificing myself to prove that I'm bigger or badder than the next person. I'm not here to try to impress nobody. I'm not on that type of time. I just want to do my job, have fun, talking my shit, and going home. And I don't know what's going on here. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in both of you for a variety of reasons. For one, I believe in privacy. I don't believe in performance art unless you actually at a comedy club or you on stage. I don't believe in the theatrics. We're here to do a job. Let's do the job. And if this is your idea of entertainment, then I don't want it. Period. So now everybody on y'all helmet. Everyone. And this is why I don't really rock with the media influencer stuff. Don't trust it. Don't know what's real and fake. And that's, I mean, yeah, exactly. Again, bruh, it's over. I would, if I had to guess how many different people I've seen talking about it, I would say at least 8 that I know of that I can think about. 8 people have covered this. 2 of them I mentioned in the video. No, 3. I didn't play the thing to the all the way to the end. At least 8 people I know are talking about this. And you know why? It's all about the algorithm. It doesn't really have anything to do with how it's affecting the family. It doesn't really have anything to do with having a good conscience. It doesn't have nothing to do with clarity, solution-based arguments. Drama sells. And if you ain't creating drama or problems, nobody cares. Like I said, I don't want it. If that's what it takes, you can have it. I just want to say I'm disappointed. I was thinking better of both because I used to watch both. But when you see, like, here's the thing. When you got folks that are hungry and they're starving and they're just looking for an opportunity and any chance they can get to one up their competition. So I don't look at you like competition. I'm just doing me. You look at the minute they find something, they run with it. Where do you think these people getting all this information from? O'Shea Duke Jackson. This nigga done made 20 Anton Daniels videos. Not literally. He done made a few of them. He's made at least 5 to 6 that I know of. Probably more. He done made about 5 or 6 Corey Holcomb videos. Because that's what the people want. There's some folks that are tired of hearing it, but for the most part, that's all people are talking about. Shit sad, man. You're supposed to be fellowshipping, creating safe environments for brothers and sisters to communicate. What's up with all the arguing and the fighting and the jabs and all that? Then you got Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas involved. You got these other platforms involved because Anton, you think you bigger than the program. I think a lot of these folks think they bigger than the program just because y'all got 1 million subscribers and 1,000 likes and shares and all that shit. That don't mean that you bigger than the program. It don't mean that you special or more important than the next person. It just means that you have more people who idolize and worship you. Period. And I be sitting back, I see how many people get in the comment section. Like, y'all really be in the comment section having full-fledged arguments with each other. You're not even talking to them. And this is what I was saying to coach the other day, man. I can't do it. If you take time out to talk to me, I'm gonna chime in. As long as you're respectful. If you want some bullshit, I'm not about to entertain you. Yeah. The sad part is we rely too much on negativity to get us by. I don't understand it. Y'all doing well without doing all this. What was the point? Why would you even go on that man's show if you really didn't like him anyway? Why did you even invite him there, knowing that it was not going to work out the way that you thought it would, unless you already knew that it was going to go bad? Now all these other skeletons are coming out. You can't be that much of a great person. Your wife is on camera saying, "Oh, I ain't never seen him kill nobody, but um, he has multiple personalities and this, that, and the third." Let me bring this back up here real quick. Let me see. Is it this one? Or is it this one?
The truth thing. I ain't hear a lot, dog. I ain't here for cloud or nothing.
Yeah.
She's just a dusty ass hoe, man. And I want to say this here in front of everybody. I'm gonna look at the cameras, whatever. Corey did not hit her, man. He mushed her. I want to say, what the fuck is a mush? From where I'm from, is when you tell a bitch to get the fuck out your face.
Do you know I got a joke about never?
I'm gonna say this before we get started. My issue with you, bro, is not success. It's not the fact that you have subscribers. Get your money. My issue is you come off as someone who's trying to talk to black men, but at the same time, or talk to black people or respond to black culture, but at the same time you on black culture, but you still try to carry the aesthetic that you know that's going to attract the same demographic that you're really trying to reprimand. If that's how it come off to me. Like I heard, like when we was on the panel, the thing that stood out to me the most, besides this, because I reached out to you after that, but you never responded. So
I don't remember you reaching out to me after.
I did. I sent you an email and you never responded. And I said,
I get thousands of emails every day.
I bet. I'm not putting you on the spot, but you responded to the first one, but you never responded to the second one. Because you was like, yo, we could talk, we could work it out. And I said, yo, but I want to have a conversation first. And I never got a response. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying this. When you get on these shows, the main thing that stood out to me that day when I caught up on your show, you said Malcolm X, bro. And it wasn't even about, I was of course offended that you said that, but my issue is nobody else was. And I think that you saying stuff like that and people not responding and having no smoke, and all they could see is the fact that I cut this man off, but they had no smoke or no issues for you saying that, to me was bothering me. And to me, I'm seeing a trend of people just feeling like just knowing black people all together is something we need to do. Like we can call out the bad elements without throwing out the baby with the bathwater. But
That's him addressing Anton, because Anton he does say some real wild shit. I remember watching him say that. I don't always agree with things he said. I didn't understand where he was going with that one. But he has a following. There's people who listen to him, and you can't really knock him. If it worked, it worked. My whole thing is what are we really doing with this though? See, the problem I have with a lot of these dudes is that they're grifters, man. They specialize in appeasing the audience that analytics says or suggests they appease. The bottom line is, if the motherfuckers if they like what you're doing and you're talking about Nazis or some shit, or it's fuck black women or whatever, if that's what your core audience like, then that's what they do. If they say, oh, we want this over here, then they be on both sides of the shit. I can't stand it. Anton does it a lot. And I only started learning about that later as time progressed. The more and more I begin to see other channels, because that's how I go. When you start making some noise, that's when people want to destroy you. They want to ruin your reputation. They might not even have nothing against you. It might just be, well, This is the thing that's standing in my way, and I got to get you up out of here. Both this shit is just irresponsible. All of it. Horribly irresponsible. And I just wish that they would have handled this completely different. Completely different. Because if anything was to actually go south, and I mean, like, really get serious, it would be a problem. It would definitely be a problem. A lot of money is going to be lost. There's going to be some people that's going to be crying and hurt and broken. You might ruin some relationships, some friendships, and some brand deals. When money is involved, I don't want to be attached to none of the trickery. I don't want to be nowhere near it. Nah, they don't care about the audience. They don't at all. It's never been about the audience. The audience is the reason why they are where they are in the first place. And I've heard them say it plenty of times. Y'all watching me. I'm the one up here doing this. I'm the one that's making thousands and thousands of dollars. Let me show you my bank account. Let me flex. Let me do this. You see this watch? You see my Cartiers. You see, but your dumb ass is the one that's watching us up here. So shut up, enjoy the show, and let me rock out. That's how Anton is. Very condescending, very patronizing. But he sounds smart. He might be good in some areas of financial gain, in marketing. But if you see through it, then you already know that it's a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of bull. It took me a while, though. Took me a while, just like Fresh and Fit. And usually, this is how I started off. I get introduced to them because it was suggested. It's a YouTube suggested. I'm at work. I need something to keep my mind occupied while I'm getting through my shift. I let it play. I got the Bluetooth. You start listening. It's like, all right, this has got a vibe to it. Got a vibe to it. All right. And on top of that, it's not really too much filler. They just keep going. Hour, 2 hour shows. I'm here for 8. This is going to help me pass time. Bet. Then you start listening. And it's like, oh, wait. I don't think I heard this perspective before. I don't think I've heard people say this in this. I thought it was just me. Oh, all right. I found something that I'm relating to. It's a little overly aggressive, but I get it. That's how I got accustomed to Fresh and Fit and them. But as time went on, the more I would listen, the more I would watch as he would berate women, use the N-word. I know the difference between trolling and saying things from your heart. He's doing both. The more and more I start listening to him, guess what? Other YouTubers who were here before me, or just as long as him, or maybe they were just coming in like me. Guess what? There's people out there that are way better at digging for research. These niggas go into the archives. They go to Twitter, Facebook. They go wherever your paper trail is. And they started pulling up work on Myron. They started pulling up work on all these different folks. And I'm like, damn, hold up. YouTube starting to suggest me other people, but these other people are talking negative about this person. Why are they talking negative about him? And I got curious. And that's where things started to change. That's where I started to see that YouTube is not as user-friendly as you think it is. And these people that we be sitting here listening to, they are not for you. They don't really care about you. And like these niggas is sending Fresh and Fit, sending Anton hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on streams and all that. To what? Read your comment? You'll never, ever, 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 ever hear me beg or ask anybody to donate a single dime up here. You got platforms that do it every time they go on. All they want is their hand in your wallet. Like it's not enough that they support and they communicate with you and they watch and give you the watch hours and the time. That's not enough. You got to go into their paychecks. They're not really supporting you if they're not donating to you. These other channels start exposing this stuff more and more, and I'm like, damn. I thought I had me a platform that I could really lock into, because I would save videos to watch later, so I could have something to listen to when I'm at work or while I'm driving or whatever. But now these people are showing me that you're a piece of shit. You're an asshole. You're a user. You don't get women like you say you get women. You don't like black people, for real, for real. You're a MAGA supporter. And here we are. We shouldn't be having no conversation about you sleeping with other women outside of your marriage. We shouldn't be having a conversation about Corey Holcomb putting his hands on a female. You own up and confess to it. That still doesn't change the fact that you put your hands on her. And she didn't put her hands on you. She didn't spit on you. She wasn't even in your face. You walked up to her. You selling t-shirts of Anton. You about to make some money off of that. I don't want it that way. Fuck it. If I got shit on another black man, nah, I'm cool. I'm not doing all that. I want this out the mud. I want to earn every single view. I want to earn every single supporter. I'm not about to sit up here and disrespect my family. I'm not doing all that. That's gotta be humiliating. It has to be.
Hold up. I'm gonna bring this shit back up here.
So I wanted to do a quick recap before we even.
Let's fast forward. Can I fast forward through here? Hold up, let me see some. I want to fast forward through this. There we go. I'm looking for the part where his wife. This is his wife speaking. Hold on. This should not be public, my nigga. At all.
Sad and difficult because Anton has a lot of different personalities, and so you have to be a certain type of woman to deal with. Anton is very emotional. He doesn't communicate effectively. I don't think that he has killed anybody before. I think he's capable of it. I've seen him angry before. He's just like a totally different person when he's angry. He blacks out.
So how in one breath you be on your platform telling people that they lack context or depth or they don't know how to communicate, or you say a whole bunch of nothing, but your own wife is sitting up here saying that you weird, man. She talking like she nervous. Like she gotta watch what she say to you. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that ain't it. I can never listen to him again. Like once you see something, it's you can't go back. And that's what happened with Fresh and Fit. That's what happened with Miss Pearly Things. One of the biggest grifters in the world. There's a few other people who do it. It's like, man, ain't none of these people legit no more. None of them. I can't. So why did I say what I said in the title? Exposes the veracity of influential media. I said it because these guys have hundreds, have thousands of people that watch them. Whether or not they agree or disagree, they still have the retention. The retention speaks louder than anything I could say. And if they can pull off what they're doing right now and have other people thriving off of the anarchy that they publicly presented to the people, what more can you ask for? I would start to look at every other person that's doing it the same way. I don't talk perfectly. I don't have a teleprompter in front of me. I don't talk fast. I don't have scripts in front of me. I'm not reading and pulling books from off of my cupboard and doing all of the extra. Well, in 1965, such and such and such and such. I'm not doing all of that. I'm just a regular person to just be up here talking about shit that I see and how I feel about certain stuff. I would rather just be at peace. I'm chilling. What's next? The people that's on Anton panel. I don't know what y'all dynamic is like up there. I don't know if you hold him accountable or if you like, don't tell nobody, because he paying you. So why would you say something? Why would you correct him if he wrong? You eating good off of him. I wouldn't expect anything less. But you're definitely part of the problem. The one part that the brother had said at the end of this video, nobody challenges them. We can't always agree on everything, brother. I don't want yes men around me. I want you to tell me when I'm wrong, so I don't ever end up making the same mistake that they're making. They're going to be talking about this shit for the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, until something else come up. Watch. Next thing you know, they're going to find out Anton got two big toes. Next thing you're going to find out, these niggas are swingers. He's allegedly smashing everybody on his panel, every woman that's on his panel. He holding his wife hostage and all type of shit. Watch. All of it is TV. All of it is TV. Matter of fact, I don't even know if anybody is even. I think the matter of fact, put it this way: shout out to everybody who just be on camera. They just be in their hair bonnet. They be out back smoking cigarettes, eating their crab legs, cutting their toenails. They just be chilling. Shout out to y'all. Y'all ain't doing all the extra. You're just being yourself. I hope that never changed. I hope people like that stay humble. The more they go up. Because people like Anton and them, nah. Hold on. How I missed this? Auburn and Preach funny as hell. They are. You know, I know I said a lot of or threw a lot of negative energy out there towards these guys, but in all honesty, there's things that they've done that I do fuck with. Production is something that I admire a lot. I watch because I want to improve myself on how to cut and bring different little nuances. I don't want to take nobody else's style. I want to add my own flavor to it. Auburn and Priest, they're good at their cuts. They're good at their tag team type of style footage. And matter of fact, me and Sydney covered one of those debates between him and Shaq. Night Talk. That was a good one. But nah, I want them to grow up. I think money or the amount of money that is coming to their life has drastically changed their perception of the world. just off of the behavior patterns that I'm seeing. Because anybody that's outside of their circle, they're calling them out. Or if they're not calling them out for it, they're trying to suck up to them because they don't want to lose the opportunities to sit down with them. I would rather you want me on your show because I'm being honest than to bring me on the show and I'm full of it. I think more than likely Corey Holcomb would respect the truth than a lie. But then again, I don't know if any of these people would. It's to the point to where I wouldn't even want to do it. Just leave me amongst the rest of the mortals so we can continue to be honest and we don't have to lie and fluff. We don't have to do all the pandering and just to appease you. Nah, let's just cut it up, talk shit, and yeah, I'm good. Y'all too grown for this, man. Y'all hella old and too rich to be crying, to be complaining, to be fighting. What the hell you doing fighting? Nigga, if I'm what? I'm a millionaire. You think I'm about to sit up here and be out here doing? Nope. You ain't gonna never see me. I'm rich. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gonna live my life. I'm not about to entertain none of this mess. And on top of that, I got a wife. I got somebody that I actually want to be with. So I got a wife. I got my money. I got my business. I got an established team. Our foundation is solid. What else do I need? Controversy? Nope. Entertain trolls? Nope. You think you that special? You think I care that much? You think I'm gonna argue with you? Oh, you mad I didn't follow you back? I'm not doing none of that. I'm going to sleep good at night. Right next to little mama in the bed. In my nice house. Simple. Away from the ignorant ass people in the street that still trying to figure it. I'm not, no, y'all be the most successful people and the most ass backwards. I've been pretty smart. I like this setup. All I'm gonna say before I get up out of here is be careful with the people that you watch. I thought Fresh and Fit was legit. I was disappointed. I thought Pearly Things was legit. I was disappointed. I thought Dr. Umar was legit. I was disappointed. We be investing too much in people, way too much. Anton and Corey, they're just humans. They've exposed themselves for being mere mortals. They've exposed media influencers for being just mortals. The same thing you see in Anton and Corey, you can see that in a dozen of them. No different. The slight alterations are the delivery, the texture, and the context and the format. But everything else is pretty much the same. That being said, man, hold on. Is this the drink? Let me see. I can't stand it just be some stuff, man, that be really triggering me, bro. Yeah. I've accepted that fact. I have. It's all good. You get better at it. If you've seen it enough times, you know how to kind of maneuver through it. You know what I'm saying? This is cool. But yeah, we hold on. Let me see if this is the train. Yep, that's the train. I just wanted to make sure I had it still up here. I'm about to get up out of here. I get back to work tomorrow. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this evening. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take it easy, be blessed, and we're gonna get back to it, Lord willing.